Hello everyone, I am Maria from British Council Cyprus Youth Connect team, and today I'm joined by my wonderful colleagues Alexander and Ivan to talk about our project Medicines. So Alexander, do you want to tell what is exactly is Medicines?
Yes, of course. So if we can show this, please, on the screen, our extension. Medicines is actually a browser extension that is used in your internet browser. And what it does is it analyzes any article that you may have, specifically health or article or a journal, and it basically scans the article for any keywords or claims, and it prompts it into message, which is then cross-referenced with a PubMed database and basically scans if that claim is supported or not, and gives you a reliability check, which you can actually analyze and look at the fact check report.
Perfect. And Ivan, what prompted this idea?
Well, to be honest, we really got inspired from the COVID-19 pandemic, because during the pandemic, what we have experienced is actually seeing for the first time a significant increase in misinformation, disinformation, and especially conspiracy theories, because most of the people are getting it through social media. So they are really exposed to fake news and disinformation. And of course, because health is the most important thing when it comes to humans, it's really important for them to understand what they are reading is correct, is reliable, because since they are exposed to fake news, they usually get into getting medicines that it's not necessary for them, getting food supplements that is not necessary for them, or even proceeding to some actions that can actually be harmful to their health. So, and we see that year by year this situation gets worse. So basically this platform aims to cover this gap. So it's going to be also user-friendly. You don't necessarily need to have a technical background or knowledge of AI. You just add the article that you have found, and then you can see if what you're reading is reliable or not.
My next question is for Alex. As a human biologist, do you think, and because Ivan mentioned that it's user-friendly, do you think that it actually is? Because as we know, scientific articles are very inaccessible to the wider audience due to their very academic and professional and scientific language. So do you think it's an accessible website for people with no medical background?
It's funny you mention it, because yes, we as scientists, we like to brag, use big words to show that we're important. However, when we're developing this browser extension, we had that in mind. And what it does is basically, when the article is found, if there is such, it basically gives you a summary of the article in plain and understandable language. However, if you want to dive deeper and actually explore the article yourself, if you feel very confident, it highlights the areas where the information was kind of cross-referenced with. So you can actually click on the article, navigate down to the highlighted areas, and actually do a deeper dive.
Wow, that sounds perfect. And for my last question, Ivan, as an EU project manager, do you think this idea is actually feasible to be implemented?
Well, during the development of our idea, we have actually explored all the possibilities to get access to EU funding, for example, Digital Europe program or the Cluster 1 of Horizon Europe, which is getting access and creating projects when it comes to health-related projects. And because of that, we actually started having connections with organizations in that field that actually can help us integrate this idea into their project proposals. And hopefully we can get the funding that we need. But also because we take into consideration the transparency of the platform, we actually aim to give an open code access to all institutions and educational institutions that they want to use it, so they can even further develop this platform based on their needs. And also, since the platform initially will be free to use, we aim to introduce membership plans. So, for example, can somehow ensure the sustainability of the project besides the EU funding.
Wow, thank you guys. Yeah. That was a sit down with Maria, Alex, and Ivan. And thank you for joining us.